Hi, in this tutorial I'll show you how you can create this vector graphic in Inkscape. You can download it from the first link in the description for free. Use it to exercise this tutorial or for anything else you want to. I'm giving it away for free. I'm also going to use it as a reference here in this tutorial so I don't waste time experimenting and trying to adjust it. I'm going to select everything, Ctrl D to duplicate it. Move this one over here, group it, and on this one I'm going to dismantle you see the different pieces that this display is made of. Let's create a black rectangle here. Make sure I have no stroke. Let's remove it. Now I'm going to use the width and height of this one here. I'm just going to Ctrl C to copy this, paste it here, copy the height, paste it on this one here. Next thing I'll do is I'm going to duplicate this, Ctrl D, the keyboard shortcut. Then I'll change the color to this one over here. And again I'm going to use the width and the height of this one. Ctrl C to copy, paste it over here. I'll do the same thing with the height. And I'll select this option here, stroke, black stroke with this width. Shift click and use these two options to align this in the middle. Then with the up arrow I'm going to move this a little bit. Now next thing I'm going to do is Ctrl D to duplicate this one more time. Make sure I remove the stroke, and for the fill I'm going to select this color. Radial gradient. Let's undo this and select this color here. Radial gradient. And you can see the color here, the code, and if I select this you can see that the code is the same. I'm doing all this to recreate as close as possible the other model here. Now I Ctrl D to duplicate this, select the flat color of white here, reduce the opacity to 10. I'm trying to recreate this piece. Make a circle, change the color. Let's undo all this and hold down the Control key to create a circle. I'm going to position it, resize it. I have to make it really big. I also can use this one here to see this looks close enough. Now I'm going to position it over this one here. Shift click on that part, difference, and this is how I created this piece here, but you see that it's different. So instead of trying to recreate it exactly the same and waste a lot of time, I may just delete this one and use this one here, send it all the way to the top, and all I need to do now is to shift click on the other rectangle to align this. Let's make sure. And now I'm going to position it here. Now next I'll select this black rectangle, Ctrl D to duplicate it, and select this gray color. Let's close this, and here I'm going to select this color to make sure it's the same. Radial gradient, I'm going to flip it, and now I'll send it a few steps down to be above the black rectangle but below everything else. Ctrl D to duplicate it, select a radial gradient this time, and move this over here with the edit and create gradients tool. I'm going to position this select and transform tool and send this back. Now I'm going to create another rectangle here. Make sure I have no stroke. For the fill, select the black color, and again I'll use this one here to copy the width and the height. Ctrl C, select this one, and Ctrl V to paste this here. Now I'm going to shift select this part and use this option to align it, and then I'll just hold down the Control key and move it up, send it all the way to the bottom. Control D to duplicate it, then change color to gray, and here for the fill again I'll select a radial, actually a linear gradient, flip it, then for a stroke make sure the stroke is black and enter this number, and I also need to send this all the way to the back and one step down the black part here. Now let's create this part, another rectangle, black color. Again I'll use this to copy the width and the height. And then I'm going to zoom in and select this tool and use this option to get rounded corners. Shift select this one and use this option to align it. Click away, then click on this part and move it with the Control key over there. Then Control D to duplicate this one more time. A gray color, and then radial gradient. First let's remove the stroke, radial gradient, and then I can move this if I want to adjust it just a little bit. So that's it for this part. and in the next part I'll show you how to create this additional stuff here, menu, this glowing light and these buttons. So that's it for this tutorial. Bye for now.